And let's see. Let's wait till that gets going. And we'll go ahead and get started in just 1 second. Cool. So let me access my questions.
Did I spell that right?
Pippinpaddleopsicopolis. Yep, that's what I have on the score sheet.
Good job, Will.
Is our scorekeeper ready? Like, do you have everybody written down? And cool. And timer, just a reminder, for 20 seconds on basically every question, but then 30 seconds for anything that's a little more complex and in Latin. Okay, cool. I'll let you know when I do need those 30 seconds, or when our teams will need those 30 seconds. Okay, so we are now streaming. Everybody can see our lovely faces from across the country. Welcome to the semifinals of 2021 World Series Certamen, the second pandemic edition. It is nice to see everybody from across your screens, though I look forward to seeing you all in person again. Let's start with introductions. My name is Alex Soto. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas, where I am currently baking some goodies for myself. And yeah, so that's between regular Certamen rounds and this. Yeah, let's introduce first. I already thanked them, but I want to thank them again, and you should thank them if you see them anywhere. But our scorekeeper and our timekeeper, they dedicate their time to make this most important thing at convention possible. So thank you, score and timekeeper. You can say hi. You can say where you're from if you'd like. No obligation.
Hi, I'm Lynn. I'm a slasher from Houston, Texas, but I'm currently in Austin, Texas, and I'll be doing score.
Very nice.
Oh, hi, I'm Lucy. I'm from Virginia. I'm currently second vice president. And yeah.
Very nice. And our teams competing today, let me go to the official team list, just so I can say their team names at least once for our audience. I've already had some practice. So we have a team from Texas named Bonzu, Pippinpaddleopsicopolis. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves? Either one or everybody, doesn't matter.
We don't actually have a player one, but I think I have the lowest number. Oh, no, I don't. Will Snyder has the lowest, so he's going to introduce everybody.
I have the lowest. Hi, I'm Will. I am also in Austin, Texas.
I am Lon. I am also in Austin, Texas.
Number. I'm bad with math. I am Kyle. I'm in Houston. This is Ninja Bear. I'm just here for moral support.
And I'm Trinity. I'm in Houston, Texas as well. And I'm also making pasta on the side. So if I run off abruptly, it's because something's burning maybe.
Nice. Okay, so that's Bonzu, Pippinpaddleopsicopolis. They love when I say it, so I might as well say it one more time before I just say Bonzu for the rest of the round. Okay. We also have another team going to play jams. They are coming to us from Virginia. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves?
Well, I'll go first. We'll go down from 4. I'm Patty Lister from Virginia.
Hi, I'm Gwen Jacobson, also from Virginia. I'm currently in Arlington and also 2 Zoom calls. This one and the NSCL General Assembly.
Very nice.
I'm Joseph for Jams, also from Virginia, not in the NSCL General Assembly.
Hi, I'm Tashi from Virginia, and I wanted to show you all this lovely shovel I made during this morning's Virginia Fellowship. Thank you.
Any particular reason for the shovel? Just a shovel?
I think it's part of the props. They told us to make shovels. It's supposed to go with the theme.
Cool.
That's an
Very
impressive
nice.
shovel.
It is. Okay. The Overlord enters. And before you can say anything, we're going to finish introductions with the Pacific Time Defense League from California.
I'm Lisa Massoni. I'm from San Jose, California. We lost one player because she's on vacation in Cabo, one to the NSCL assembly because he's running for office and didn't feel like he could be in 2 places at once. And I actually don't know what conflict Max had, but Fred and I are going to raise that flag.
Hi, everyone. I'm Fred from San Francisco. I just sold my couch and helped some people move it down the stairs, so the blood is pumping. I'm ready to go.
The things we do during Certamen and in between Certamen rounds. Very fantastic. Cool. So those are introductions. Maybe you'll have some familiar faces when we're all back together in person. And with that, if our scorekeeper and our timekeeper are ready, then we are ready to get into this semifinal round. A reminder that the winner moves on to finals. That's what's on the line. I don't know if the trophy's still traveling. I believe it might be on hiatus just because we can't see each other and send things and all that stuff. So I don't know if last year's winners happened to add something to it, but that's something that we should definitely find out before the end of this tournament. Well, I'll get back to you on that. Okay, so here we go. I don't have a practice question, and that is okay. We're going in with toss-up number 1, and much to my disappointment, I think we're going to be back and forth with the visuals again. These visuals are killing me. So give me 1 second to get my screen started. And we'll get into our first visual. Okay. There's that. There's that. The first round I accidentally showed the questions when I was trying to get the visual up. So we're attempting to not do that today. Okay. Toss-up number 1 for any team. Let me make sure I can actually see the questions. Toss-up number 1 for any team. Visual question. These tablets date from approximately 500 BC and were discovered near the city of Kerveteri. They are written in both Phoenician and what other language? PTDL 1, Lisa.
Etruscan?
Etruscan is correct. Okay. Question for the general people here. We're still only supposed to have 1 bonus, correct? I believe so. Most of these only have 1 bonus. So Lisa, would you like what's behind door number 1 or door number 2? It is your option what bonus you get.
Fred, what do you say? Should we go for number 1?
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay,
Sounds
bonus
good.
number 1.
Bonus number 1. This inscription dates from approximately 200 BC and was originally located in Pompeii. Identify the language. I'm assuming this is the next one. Yes.
So sorry, can you say the date again?
200 BC.
And found near Pompeii. Would that be, Fred, do you think it's like Oscan?
I was thinking Oscan. I doubt it's like any of the linear scripts, and what else would be there? Looks like recognizable.
Okay, are you okay with me going with Oscan?
Yeah, Oscan.
Oscan, final answer.
Oscan is correct. I have never heard of this next dialect, so it's probably best that you picked bonus number 1. Cool. Okay, so that is 15 points on toss-up number 1 for the Pacific Time Defender League, something like that. Let me get my screens resituated, and we will continue on our way. I doubt that's the only the only visual this round. So
we're totally okay with you calling us PTDL if it's easier.
Okay, PTDL. Cool. Okay, so that's toss-up number 1. Moving on to toss-up number 2 for any team. The Greek adjective polutropos is associated with what Greek? GTPJ2, Joseph.
Odysseus.
Odysseus, with what Greek at the beginning of one of Homer's epics? We could have an entire convention, a colloquium dedicated to polutropos. Bonus number 1 for team GTPJ. To whom do the Greek words Atreides anax andron refer 6 lines later? And I can copy and paste that.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows I haven't taken Greek recently.
So son of
Son of Atreus, the Lord
This should
of
be
Light.
Agamemnon, right?
Yeah.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Good? All right. Agamemnon, final answer.
Agamemnon is correct for 15 points to team. I want to say just got a jam. Is that okay? It makes me feel, yeah, it's cool enough. Okay, we'll go with it. So Bonzu got a jam, and the Pacific. Cool. Okay, moving on to toss-up number 3 for any team. Lit, sus, cap, yeet. If you have heard your students use these words but don't quite know why you would unironically use them, then this question is for you. What 80s song could be translated into Latin as octo sex septem? Bonzu 11 will.
8675309.
8675309 is correct. Ox sex septum quinque trace nihil novem, although that name isn't quite as catchy. 8675309. Very nice. Repping us young people out here. Cool. Bonus number 1 to team Bonzu. According to her famous song, Cyndi Lauper came home in the morning light to tell her mama dear that they are not the fortunate ones. Us classicists know that this means they do not live in what city, whose walls are now rising, according to Aeneas?
Rome?
No, wait. The walls that are.
Carthage? That doesn't make sense, right?
I don't get what Cyndi Lauper has to do with it. I don't know. Carthage sounds good.
To the Aeneid, it doesn't sound right for the song, but I don't know the song.
It's Cyndi Lauper. Well, girls just want to have fun.
Is it?
Right?
Yes.
I don't think it
I
has.
don't know if we need to decipher that part,
Sing the whole thing.
I need
never...
an answer, please.
No.
Do it on.
I don't remember it.
Going
Carthage,
to call
final answer.
Carthage is correct.
Good job, Mr.
Okay.
Jim.
So that is 15 points on toss-up number 3 to team Bonzu. Moving on to toss-up number 4 for any team. Here we go. Donald Duck, an avant-garde fashionista for not wearing pants, possibly gets the rest of his attire from his even more pompous middle name, Fauntleroy, meaning an elaborately dressed young boy. From what two Latin noun? Bonzu 17 lawn.
Phones meaning fountain, and Leo meaning lion.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Pacific 2, Fred.
Phones meaning fountain and Rex meaning king.
No, I'm sorry, that is not correct. Repeating, Donald Duck, an avant-garde fashionista for not wearing pants, possibly gets the rest of his attire from his even more pompous middle name, Fauntleroy, meaning an elaborately dressed young boy. From what two Latin nouns with what meanings do we derive the middle name of Donald Fauntleroy Duck? Repeating the question. Donald Duck, an avant-garde fashionista for not wearing pants, possibly gets the rest of his attire from his even more pompous middle name, Fauntleroy, meaning an elaborately dressed young boy. From what two Latin nouns with what meanings do we derive the middle name of Donald Fauntleroy Duck? I have read the question twice. Nobody wants to even see the name and see if. Okay. Got a jam, Gwen.
Rex meaning king and foul case meaning neck.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Maybe this spelling would have helped. It's missing the beginning part. It's infans and rex. Infans and rex. I'm not going to confirm that. I'm going to trust this question writer. Fauntleroy. Did not know that. Cool. No score on toss-up number 4. We still, however, have toss-up number 5. And here that is for you. On a Facebook group, a Latin teacher asked other teachers how many words for green teachers could think of from the top of their heads. They came up with some great words. What specific color is smaragdus? Pacific 2, Fred.
Emerald.
Emerald is correct. Bonus number 1 for the Pacific peeps. What specific color is thalassicus?
Can you say it again? Does it start with a TH?
Thalassicus.
Would that be like a sea green?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Sea green, final answer.
Sea green is exactly right. That is 15 points on toss-up number 5 to the Pacificers. And what is our score after 5?
After 5, Team Bonzu Pippinpaddleopsicopolis has 15 points. Team Going to Play Jams has 15 points. And Team Pacific Time Defense League has 30 points.
Very nice. Make sure you're cheering on your favorite team at home. Moving on to toss-up number 6 for any team. Still definitely anybody's game. Toss-up number 6. Staphylos, Faunus, Oinopion, Thoas. Got a jam to Joseph.
Dionysus and Ariadne.
Is correct. Peparethus and Keramis are said to be the sons of what god and the mortal woman whom he rescued on Dia? Dionysus and Ariadne is correct. Bonus number 1. Ariadne was equated with what other Greek goddess on the island of Cyprus?
I want to say Artemis.
Aphrodite?
Artemis?
No.
Sorry, what'd you say, Gwen?
Nothing. I don't know myth. Don't listen to me.
Tashi, you would know if I'm wrong.
I don't remember that part though. I would go with Artemis. I was also thinking Sibley, but probably not.
I'm gonna go time.
Cyprus.
Answer, please.
Artemis, final answer.
No, I'm sorry. If I learned anything from college, I know that the Cypriot is unfortunately Aphrodite. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
wondering.
All good. So that is still 10 points to Gotta Jam on toss-up number 6. Moving on to toss-up number 7 for any team. I don't know myth either, but for some reason that fact sticks in my head. Here is toss-up number 7. It's time for a differentiation question. Instead of words, however, we chose to spice it up a bit and have you differentiate between historical locations. Differentiate between the location at which an emperor lost his life in 249 AD and the location at which 2 separate battles were waged in 69 AD. Repeating the question. It's time for a differentiation question. Instead of words, however, we chose to spice it up a bit and have you differentiate between historical locations. Differentiate between the location at which an emperor lost his life in 249 AD and the location at which 2 separate battles were waged in 69 AD. Pacificers to Fred.
Edessa and Odessa.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Good guess. Bonzu 23, Kyle.
Cremera and Cremona.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. I've read the question twice. Going to call adequate time. Cremona was 1/2. Something that sounds like Cremona, I guess, is what they were getting at. Verona. Verona and Cremona. Yeah. If you had said Bedriacum, I'm not sure I would have counted it because it doesn't sound like Verona. Okay. That is okay. Calculus. That would have been very interesting.
I'm a math classics double major. I was so ready for that.
I was a math minor. It seems like there are a lot of us in this room.
That would have been right up y'all's alley. Definitely not mine. But maybe one day. I'll take that into next year, thinking about differentiation. Okay. So no score on toss-up number 7. Moving on to toss-up number 8 for any team. Quatiens numerus centum treginta tres dividi potest in septem partes. Got a jam to Joseph.
Unde Viginti.
Unde Viginti is correct. Very nice. Speaking of math, there's a math
Nice.
question.
I was going to say, Glenn, there's your math question.
Okay.
I misspelled the first word in my head. Glad you didn't.
Bonus number 1 for Team Gotta Jam. Quatiens numerus treginta tres dividi potest in tres partes.
Sounds like.
Could you
can
put
we
that in
get
chat,
that?
please?
In the chat?
Yes. Give me 1 sec.
I think it's.
Unde?
I think it's just undecim. Yeah.
Undecim?
Yeah,
Yep.
Undecim.
Undecim. Mm-hmm.
Undecim is correct. I'm not sure if you said final answer, but It's a lot easier than the toss-up, in my opinion. So if you got the toss-up, I trust that you get the bonus. Okay, so that is 15 points on toss-up number 8. Moving on to toss-up number 9 for any team. A chest containing copies of Cicero's letters was discovered in the 14th century by what writer who is often called the father of humanism? Pacificers to Fred.
Petrarch?
Petrarch is correct. Okay, bonus number 1 for Team Pacificers. Much has been written about Petrarch's Chase. I was like, they spelled chest wrong. Much has been written about Petrarch's chaste and distant love for the married La Deneuve, aka Laura, but scholars have surmised that her name is but a hint of what he really wanted from France or Italy, namely what poetic position?
Would that be poet laureate?
Yeah, was that a thing at the time? Sure.
He wanted to be a poet laureate. Final answer.
Poet laureate is correct for 15 points on toss-up number 9 for Team Pacificers. Moving on to toss-up number 10 for any team. Okay. I'm just going to read it how this is. Just know I would never talk this way in real life. Yo, translate this sentence. Turis tetulisti. I'm going to paste it in the chat for y'all. Translate this sentence. Turis tetulisti. Pacificers to Fred.
You brought towers of incense.
That works. Tetulisti. Is it not just tulisti? In my mind.
Alternate forms.
It's archaic.
Okay. Oh, it is? Okay, cool. I've never seen that before, but apparently you have. You got the question. Bonus number 1 to Team Pacificers. Now translate this almost entirely alliterative sentence. You can probably guess who wrote this question. Okay. Si editoribus epulos Euricii et equorum et elepantorum eridani essent, eas eugepai adt essent. And
Can you
here's
paste
the
that, please?
sentence. Yes.
If
30 seconds.
I don't know what Eriki are.
Gosh, I don't even know. Euriki? Feast for the editor? Well, something related to editing, book editing. Who would throw feast for the editors and
If the Eridani if the
or something of both horses and elephants. So it's going to be some adjective that takes genitive.
If the Eridani ate the feasts of the cricket and the horses and the elephant for the editors, they would have said hooray.
First, my heart broke when you didn't know Euricius. This is a hedgehog. Yes, urchin. Here's the full translation. If the editors were to have a feast of hedgehogs, horses, and elephants at the Eridanus, the river, they would eat it after crying out hooray. Yeah. Okay. There that is. You know who wrote the question. And can we get a score check after 10 toss-ups?
At the halfway mark, Team Bonzu Pippinpaddleopsicopolis has 15 points. Team Going to Play Jams has 40 points. And Team Pacific Time Defense League has 55 points.
Very nice. Moving on to toss-up number 11 for any team. Okay. What Roman general's name is spelled by the first letter of each of the following clues? The finance minister turned assassin of Corucius, an emperor from Emesa, the praetorian prefect of Gordian III, Caligula's famous horse, the region Plautus is from, and the praetorian prefect of Tiberius, who ruled the empire when Pacific 2, Fred.
Julius.
Did you say Julius?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Bonzu 11, Will.
Julian.
No, I'm sorry, Julian is not correct. Repeating. What Roman general's name is spelled by the first letter of each of the following clues? The finance minister turned assassin of Corucius, an emperor from Emesa, the praetorian prefect of Gordian III, Caligula's famous horse, the region Plautus is from, and the praetorian prefect of Tiberius, who ruled the empire when Tiberius. Patty got a jam 4.
Marius.
No, I'm sorry, Marius is not correct. That IUS was right, as it was everybody's. This is Itius. I can give you the clues. It's Electus, Elegabalus, Timisethius, Incitatus, Umbria, Sejanus. That was a hard one. You had to stretch in so many directions. Okay. Oh, the bonus was a lot longer a word than Itius, so I'm kind of glad we didn't get it. That's okay. No points on 12. We still, however, have... Wait, that was 11. We still, however, have a toss-up number 12. Responde Latine. Quo die huius ani, turturimus Goffredus, ditissimus omnium hominum paine totum per caelum, se iecit volenda mentula, ut totum orbem terrorem videret. Repeating the question. Responde Pacificers 1, Lisa.
Kalendai Yulii.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, let me repeat that for the remaining teams. Responde Latine. Quo die huius ani, torturimus Goffredus, ditissimus omnium hominum paine totum per caelum, se iecit volenda mentula, ut totum orbem terrorem videret. Got a jam to Joseph.
Edibus Julius.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. I believe I've read the question twice. Bonzu 11, Will.
Mercury. Oh.
No, I'm sorry. This is not what I have here. I always hated date questions. Okay, so I think what this is trying to say is talking about Jeff Bezos going into space. I think we got that. But the date, and I'm not sure I know the date, ante diem duodecimum calendas Augustas. So 12 days from the calends of August. I don't know how many days there are in July. Also counting inclusively, which I always hated.
I knew the reference. I just had no idea what the date was.
Me neither, honestly. Me neither.
Was it a Wednesday?
Your guess is as good as mine. Wednesday's a day of the week. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So no score on toss-up number 12. Moving on to toss-up number 13. Here's that question. What U.S. senator shares a name with the 2021 NJCL parliamentarian? Got a jam, Gwen.
Senator Class.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'm just going to clear for my eyes. What U.S. senator shares a name with the 2021 NJCL parliamentarian, but in a different language? Repeating. What U.S. senator shares a name with the 2021 NJCL parliamentarian, but in a different language? I have Pacificers 1, Lisa.
Senator Smith.
No, I'm sorry. Not what I have here. Are there any other places? I believe I've read the question twice. Bonzu 17, Lon.
Senator Johannes.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Anybody know our NJCL parliamentarian? Yeah.
Any class, right?
Annie Cross. Anybody know cross in another language?
I'm really
Ted
positive her
Cruz.
last name is Class.
I think it's class.
Okay, it says cross here.
I'm pretty
I
sure
did
it's
not write
called
this question. I can
Right,
understand why you
Cruz.
might be confused. Can
But
our
Cruz,
officer say if it's class or cross?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I should probably know this, but I can find out.
Okay, cool. I would feel bad if we got her name wrong. And I didn't even write the question. So no score on toss-up number 13. Moving on to toss-up number 14 for any team. Toss-up number 14. Hashtag somewhat convoluted question time. What English word, which comes from the same root as the name for such Latin words as bimus and biduum, means done without preparation? Bonzu 17 lawn.
Scuffed.
No, sorry, scuffed is not correct. Got a jam 3, Gwen.
Extemporaneous.
Extemporaneous is correct. Bonus number 1 for got a jam. What English word, which comes from the same root as the name for such Latin words as simplex, means to bend or yield?
Would you please place that in the chat?
Yes, give me 1 second while I check on our baked goods.
I think this is multiplicatives, so right? Perhaps.
So
Pliant.
plot.
Oh yeah, or to bend or
Wait,
yield.
to bend.
Platable?
Ply.
Pliable.
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 Is it
Or-
just? But it's
but
a
it's
verb.
a verb.
It's just
It's a verb. To ply?
Ply.
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 Yeah, I don't know
Apply.
if it can have the yield meaning.
Hmm. What do you want me to say?
I think I need an answer, please.
Ply.
Ply is correct. For 15 points on toss-up number 14. Any class. Okay, that's very unfortunate. I'll yell at the question writers. Let's see
I
what
think
they
we
said.
should
There's a
give
comment.
partial points for Gwen
think-
knowing that class was the parliamentarian.
I think you should too. And yeah, someone left a comment 2 minutes ago, Miss Dill. She said, "Isn't her name Annie Class?" And unfortunately, it is. So, yeah, cool. So that is 15 points on 14. Let's do 5 imaginary points for knowing Annie Class. And we'll move on to toss-up number 15.
What team is that for? The 5.
The
Or is that-
imaginary 5.
Trinity, Trinity, I heard you too. Don't worry.
Oh, and Trinity. I think it's both Got a Jam and Trinity.
Okay.
Because Trinity pointed out the error.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So we have another visual. Let me get situated. Let me make sure this is the right one. Okay. I believe this is it. Here we go. Sharing my screen. No questions there. Perfect. Okay. Visual question. God bless Taika Waititi. What convention of epic poetry is exemplified in this scene from Thor Ragnarok? When Thor got a jam 1, Tashi.
Deus Ex Machina.
Not what I have here. Bonzu 17 lawn.
Hyperbole.
No, I'm sorry. Pacificers 1, Lisa.
Apotheosis.
No, I'm sorry. I'll finish the question. What convention of epic poetry is exemplified in this scene from Thor Ragnarok when Thor takes on an entire army and seems invincible? Other examples include Agamemnon and Diomedes and books 11 and 5 of the Iliad. Anybody have a guess? Yes, Aristea. amazingness, awesomeness, the bestness. Yeah, that is what that is. Cool. I think that's the last visual for the round, hopefully. We will see. So no score on toss-up number 15, and can we get a score with 5 questions left?
After 15, Trinity, as on a team by herself, has 5 points. Team Bonzu Pippinpaddleopsicopolis has 15 points. Team Going to Play Jams has 60 points. And Team Pacific Time Defense League has 55 points.
Very nice. Almost there. Here is toss-up number 16 for any team, any player. Okay. I have to center myself for this one. I'm already smiling. I saw Lisa's face. Okay. Toss-up number 16. Billboard Crackerjack, or whatever his name is famous for his multitude of acting roles, most notably starring in the movie Brexit, the Uncivil War, where Mr. Crumplesnap is the British political strategist, Dominic Cummings. From what Latin noun with what meaning do we ultimately derive this question's rendition? Bonzu 11 will.
Dominus Master.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat the question. Billboard Crackerjack, or whatever his name is famous for his multitude of acting roles, most notably starring in the movie Brexit, the Uncivil War, where Mr. Crumplesnap is the British political strategist Dominic Cummings. From what Latin noun with what meaning do we ultimately derive this question's rendition of this famous actor's first name? I will repeat. Billboard Crackerjack, or whatever his name is famous for his multitude of acting roles, most notably starring in the movie Brexit, the Uncivil War, where Mr. Crump. Got a jam to Joseph.
Bulla, meaning bubble.
Bula meaning bubble will work. Yes. Bula meaning seal, amulet, the root of billboard. Bonus number 1. See, post-baccalaureate Crimpy Snitch is a wonderful actor, and rightfully so. Having been awarded 26 acting-related awards, ranging from Best Actor from the BAFTA TV Awards to an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor. From what Latin noun with what meaning do we ultimately derive this renditioned first name of this highly decorated actor?
May we please do that in the chat?
Yes.
Okay, it's post-baccalaureate.
Oh man. Shouldn't.
Well, so is the question what is the noun at the root of post-baccalaureate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laurea?
So can we, how
what about laurea?
Yeah, laurea.
Well, laurus, no?
Laurus?
Laurel tree?
Doesn't need to be that Laurus?
Laurus.
It has to be a noun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, laurus,
I'm cool with laurus.
I need an answer, please.
Laurus?
Meaning laurel tree.
Mean laurel tree.
I'm like 99% sure that's right. They wanted the root for baccalaureate, or sorry, for the bacca part, which is obviously berry, but I do believe the laureate is from Laurus. So I have no problem giving that to you. Cool.
Thanks.
Baccalaureate Crimpy Snitch, yes, of course. So that is 15 points on toss-up number 16 for Team Gotta Jam. Moving on to toss-up number 17 for any team. Translate the following Latin sentence into English regarding a certain pop star in the news recently. Libera Britanniam. Bonzu 11 will.
Free Britney.
Is that your complete answer?
Crap. Free Britney because she deserves it.
No, I'm sorry. Got a jam, Joseph.
Free Britney Spears.
Is that your complete answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate the sentiment Not what I have here. Repeating for the remaining team, translate the following Latin sentence into English regarding a certain pop star in the news recently. Libera Britanniam hastas, ut suam vitam vivere, sine conservatione familiae possit. Pacific is one, Lisa.
Free Britney Spears so that she might live her life without her family's conservatorship.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for your support in the movement as well. Bonus number 1 for Team Pacificers. Translate the following Latin sentence into English. Britannia liberata, nunc sua carmina ipsa cantare poterit.
Could you put that in the chat?
Yes.
I think it's Brittany having been freed, she can now sing her songs, but
She
I'd
will
like
be
to.
able to.
She will be able to sing her
What?
own songs herself.
Yeah, once Brittany is freed, maybe. Or yeah.
Yeah. Once Brittany has been freed, now she will be able to sing her own songs herself. Final answer.
That is correct. For 15 points on toss-up number 17 to Team Pacificers. Moving on to toss-up number 18 for any team. Marcus Aurelius oversaw the passage of the Senatus Consultum Orbitianum, which gave children what right of inheritance? Repeating, Pacificers 2, Fred.
Primogeniture?
Could you be more specific? Like, tell me what I have on the page here.
Sure, like autumn inheritance passing to the firstborn son.
No, not what I have here. Repeating the question, Marcus Aurelius oversaw the passage of the Senatus Consultum Orbitianum, which gave children what right of inheritance? Bonzu 33, Trinity.
The right to succeed their fathers.
Not what I have here. I believe I've read the question twice. Never heard it. Got a jam 3, Gwen.
The right to inherit any wealth after they were orphaned.
I'm gonna say no. Only because I have the answer in front of me and I know nothing else about this topic. This says that they could inherit from their mother. They could inherit from their mother. Yeah. Very interesting stuff. Never heard of it. Not sure I'll ever hear of it again. So we'll leave it at that. No score on toss-up number 18. Moving on to toss-up number 19. On your best behavior, Overlord is here. Toss-up number 19 for any team. Hyperbuzz at your own peril. He gathered up his dice, and having well counted them, all threw them into his mother's gleaming lap. And straightway with golden baldric he slung around him his quiver from where it leant against a tree trunk, and took up his curved bow. Got a jam 2, Joseph.
Eros.
Eros is correct. Thank you for sparing me. I'll read the rest of this. And he fared forth through the fruitful orchard of the palace of Zeus. Then he passed through the gates of Olympus high in air. Hence is a downward path from heaven, and the twin poles rear aloft steep mountain tops the highest crests of earth, where the sun risen grows ruddy with his first beams. And beneath him there appeared now the life-giving earth, and cities of men, and sacred streams of rivers, and now in turn mountain peaks, and the ocean all around as he swept through the vast expanse of air. What son of Aphrodite is being described in this passage from Book 3 of the Argonautica? I appreciate it. I really do. Bonus number 1 for Team Gotta Jam. What character speaks these lines in Book 3 of the Argonautica? Begone from my sight, felons, straightway, ye and your tricks, from the land, ere someone see a fleece and a Phrixus to his sorrow. Banded together with your friends from Hellas, not for the fleece, but to seize my scepter and royal power, have ye come hither. Had ye first not tasted of my table, surely would I have cut out your tongues and hewn off both hands and sent you forth with your feet alone, so that ye might be stayed from starting hereafter. And what lies have ye uttered against the blessed gods?
That sounds
That's
legit.
what I was thinking too.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
let's go with that then.
Yeah.
Okay. IET's final answer.
IET's is correct. I feel like we could have cut that maybe in half and you still would have gotten it. But there it is nonetheless. Can we get a score check before our final toss-up?
For our penultimate score check, Trinity has 5 points. Team Bonzu Pippinpaddleopsicopolis has 15 points. Team Going to Play Jams has 90 points. And Team Pacific Time Defense League has 70 points.
Final toss-up. Here's toss-up number 20. Toss-up. In what Latin work might you be encouraged to look at a woman's ankles? Gotta jam 2, Joseph.
Ars Amatoria.
Ars Amatoria is correct. Bonus number 1 for Gotta Jam. Translate this conditional sentence from Ovid's Ars Amatoria. Si non accipiet scriptum, in lectumque remittit.
May we please have that in the
1
in the
second, please.
It could just not though.
Well, but Joseph.
Joseph.
All right.
If she, I bet it's she, because it's from Ars Amatoria. So if she will not receive or accept the written thing,
she will
send it back
Unread.
unread. She will also, like, what's the que doing there?
Oh. And
Maybe it's like moreover.
But she's sending back things written and not written.
I need an answer, please.
You can defer to me.
Defer to Gwen.
If she will not receive the written thing, she will send it back unread.
Also.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. For 15 points on toss-up number 20, and I'll read this last note because I truly feel this in my heart of hearts. Yeah, though the pain of the vanquished teams is raw and visceral, yet must we soldier on as this event is probably spiraling out of control. I agree. Okay, can we get a final score check?
The final score, Trinity has 5 points. Team Bonzu Pippinpaddleopsicopolis has 15 points. Going to Play Jams has 105 points. Team Pacific Time Defense League has 70 points. Good job, everyone.
Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations on getting this far.
Thanks.
We will be seeing...
Thanks, moderator.
No problem. No problem. My pleasure. We will see the musically inclined people tomorrow. Or is it tomorrow? Anybody remind me when finals is? I think it might be the last day, honestly. That makes sense. That makes most sense in my brain.
Tomorrow that's entertainment, so I feel like the finals aren't until Wednesday night.
They are Wednesday.
They're in the
Yes.
afternoon.
Yes, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So if you enjoyed this round and you want to see some great Certamen from great people, then tune into finals when that comes around on Wednesday. Again, thank you all for your participation, for your laughter, for your creativeness, all of those things.
Thanks, Alex.
Walite omnes.
Lynn and Lucy.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for reading.
Thank you.